Hello everyone, imagine this. In the near future, Australia run fully on renewable energy. No coal, no gas, just wind and solar. It sounds great, right? But there is a hidden problems. Without traditional generators, our power grid lost something very important, which is inertia. The problem is, inertia is like a shock observer of the grid. It slow down sudden frequency change like keeps the light on. When we lost it, is even a small disruption, like a big solar farm dripping out or sudden increase in demand, can cause the frequency to swing too fast. And if frequency goes out of control, we risk the blackout. This is already happened in part of Australia's studies, like once in 2021 have showed that high renewable grid face serious frequency, stabilized problems, and Australian national electricity market with long transmission line and weak region in especially vulnerable. So my research is focused on the new technology called grid forming inverter or GFIS. This device can act like a virtual generators. It can set their own voltage and frequency, and they can even create synthetic inertia. In simple terms, it can make renewable behave more like traditional power plant, but it's cleaner. So what I want to do is the first I will build the simulation of Australian grid of the future, one that is 100% renewable. Second, I will test different control method of GFIS. For example, drip control, which is simple and easy. And I will have I will test on the virtual synchronized machine, which is copy real generator behave, and new method called dispatchable virtual oscillating control, which is very fast. Third, I will simulate this disturbance like solar panel dripping offline or a sudden load spark and see how the grid react. Finally, I will use the optimization tools like a genetic algorithm to find the best settings that keeps the grid most stable. So if we solve this, the benefits are huge. The first is a huge, stable, reliable power grid, even with 100% renewable, and less risk of blackout for millions of Australians, and stronger confidence for industry and government to invest on clean energy. As recent research by Wons in 2025 showed, grid forming inverter already improved stability in test, but what we don't yet know is how to optimize them for large scale use in Australia. This is the gap my project will fill. So in short, my research will deliver particle uh, strategies for using grid forming inverters to keep Australian power system stable, clean, and green. It is not just an academic exercise, it is about make sure that when we switch to 100% renewable energy, the light stay on. And thank you, and glad to share more detail with you.